quick this time.
First kick, I snap into action. When I'm digging in the trenches, get dominated off the line of scrimmage. Read and react quick to make it early diagnosis. Hit you with the quick release like Marino Danny dopeness. Explosive change of direction in the true essence of Reggie Bush. From JT and ZT to DVP and AVG. Terminator to a quarterback, Hunter JP. Steve Ross, the boss, King Flow, and card slinging, gambling genius, slick Chris Greer.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday to you, as we like to call it here, Finstastic Friday. I'm Rob Mosley, aka Dolphins Thirsty. This is my host, Justin of JPF Scout, aka Digging in the Trenches. So, good morning to you out there in Colorado, Justin. How are you?
Good morning, man. I'm doing great today. Thank all of you guys for tuning in today with us with another edition of Dolphins Daily, man. We're going to get this thing cracking. Steve, what's up? Good morning, guys. Good morning, folks. We got our loyal dude in here, Steve, so we can all talk. Good.
Yeah.
I know everyone's fired up for this game, aren't they?
Yeah, I know we are. Hey, fire might be the key word because it's going to be cold out there. You may need some fire on that sideline. But you're a Colorado boy, so you're used to cold. Me, my Florida. But I don't really think weather's as big as a thing, because when you get in the NFL, you get these guys on the team. They're from all over the nation that they've played. You know, everyone just thinks, oh, they hover in South Florida only and never played in cold weather before. You know, so it's the Buffalo has to play in the cold weather too. Yeah, they practice in it more than we do, but they live in it. During the season. But I don't think it's as big. Oh, Ender, good morning, man.
Ender, good morning. How you doing, buddy? Love to have you here. I'll be honest, man. I think the Dolphins are excited to play this football game. Like you just said, it's not like they've never seen snow before in their life. Probably half of them have played in the snow and in cold weather. I know Zach Sealer's played in cold weather. I know that I think a lot of people aren't talking about this right now is Justin Zimmer is a former Buffalo Bill. He is on our football team now. He's telling everybody what they need to hear and what to expect. It's not like they don't already know what they're going into and what to expect. Come on, guys. These are professional athletes, professional football players. They get paid their salaries just like all of us get paid. Well, some of us get paid, not us, but a couple other people maybe. But I think this game is trending in the right way for us in a lot of different, ways that people aren't talking about. Behind the scenes, like you just mentioned, the Bills got to play in the cold weather situation too. It's a level playing field.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anybody that's got an advantage other than the fact that they're going to have their home crowd behind us. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I love going into an opposite venue and with a bunch of hostile fans like, you suck, and then you make them all hate you, dude. That's like music to my ears. I soak that in.
Yeah, no, I think the players, I hope they do, because like you said, me and you soak it in and doesn't do anything. But hopefully, I think, like you said, you think probably the mentality of the players is that they're going to soak that sucker in. And
oh yeah, just like Brian Cox when he went up there, back in the day, he was like,
yeah, he shot them the bird. Yeah,
I think that's exactly what we're going to just go up there and just screw it. I would dress the Dolphins in, like, honestly, I would wear all white. I would wear white tops, white pants.
I've seen reports. Hey, Theo, welcome, Theo.
Theo, good morning, buddy. Fins up, dude. Fantastic. Let's get this thing cracking on Friday here. We're going to get on fire.
Yeah. Hey, I hope so, man. Like I said, this is a really, really tough one,
Hold on
every time. But Theo, that's the first time. Every time a new guy, gives a quote, I got to do a little.
You guys got it.
Thank you, Theo. You bring out that song every time someone new and contributes to the show. Thank you, Steve.
Kicks off that good song.
We're trying to fire ourselves up on this fantastic Friday. So thank you so much, Steve. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for us.
Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh,
but
you're
anyway,
good.
So your train of thought is that it's not as bad as some people are making this out to. That Miami has a realistic chance to go up there and shock the world, as we like to say.
Yeah, honestly, if I was the coach, man, I'd be putting a couple different quotes up on my chalkboard for those chalkboard material. I didn't vote on the best.
I did a little quick
You left out the best one, he says, dude.
Well, I know, because the last one, the one that I did, I was just like kind of like a variation of them all, because I did the old one and then, and I think this one I put on, but this to me is like a variation of all those.
Right.
There's the perfect season one, from the beginning, and then there's like the current one, and then this one, there's like a version of different.
I like the one that's on your hat.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one I like.
Yeah, that's so I put that one. But I know I should have taken the time and found one more of the other one, but there's so many. Like you say, this to me is like one. Where is it? Yeah, this one here. It's kind of like one, because there's like lighter versions, and this is like the meaner cartoonish looking one. You're welcome, Theo. You're welcome.
What would you think if or what would anybody say to this? If you think the Dolphins maybe should add a color into our color scheme?
Nah, I like the aqua orange. I don't know.
I don't like
change things
like
up.
Not change things up, add to it. Like how they had navy at one point in time was one of our colors. That dark navy. Now it's not one of our colors. But I was saying like the Heat had to use that pink and that black. I think that'd be tight. It's to some way incorporate black and pink to like the South Beach flavor for the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah, maybe for like a one game, like the Heat do, like the Miami Vice look or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not a Miami Heat guy, so I can't really comment.
I hear you.
I've seen it in the news.
Those are dope, dude.
I'm a Dolphin. I'm a baseball, football kind of guy. But my sons do watch basketball, so I see those. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, maybe for like some retro look, like.
Yeah, or you could.
Than the Seattle Seahawks break out in that highlighter.
I think those are dope, dude. I actually think those jerseys are dope.
Justin, you're off the show. How can you think those are dope?
I think those are cool, dude. I really do. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I like those jerseys, man.
It must be a Pacific Northwest thing, because like Oregon's always breaking out crazy colors. That's kind of cool for the college kids, I find. But man, for the clothes, that highlighter stuff, keep it in the closet,
Like for the Dolphins one, if you wanted to make it just something like to show a little bit of the color, to show the love, you could just do the stripes on the side, how we have our throwbacks, and incorporate the pink and the black on the stripes on the side. Yeah. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I do hear though. I know you mentioned you think the Dolphins should be in all white tomorrow. I did read that.
Yeah, I do.
What they're going to do. So
if they're going all white, dude, I'm super excited.
We can hide in the snow if it gets ugly, at least.
Exactly. Oh man, it's gonna get ugly for the opposition.
You bring in more confidence. Me, I never predict. I'm the homer of homers, I admit. And
it's crazy, man. But how would you feel like right now if you were a football on the player on the Dolphins, and you were getting on TV, like enjoying a little bit of holiday stuff, maybe some leftovers or whatever, and you're sitting back and everyone's bad mouthing you on the tube there, like Javon Holland. He had his Instagram story talking, oh man, you guys are such flip-floppers.
Yeah.
Stick by your team right now. Your team needs you right now. They need your support. They don't need you to be doing this shit to them and turning wind on them and running on them. They don't need that right now. They need your full support, because you know what? Man, we played a team a couple weeks ago where everyone's like, oh, it's the Texans. They suck. Well, in the second half, they came out there with a lot of what I call pride. And they was like, hey, we're not going to let you guys push us around. We're going to come in here. We're going to fight.
On the brink. I mean,
exactly.
The Cowboys on the brink. I mean, they really should have won that game, probably.
No, they should have. Like, that's what I'm kind of trying to get at here. Is some teams play with this thing called pride. The Dolphins are 8-5. The Dolphins are 8-5. We have a winning record. We have nothing to go in there doing this shit about. We need to go in there and hang our heads high. And I'm telling you right now, like that game we played right before the bye week, I think it was the Browns, right?
Right. Yeah, that was probably our best complete game of the.
They empty the tank because their coach asked him to be like, dude, I need everything you got. I need you to empty the tank. Now you need to go to your players and be like, dude, I need that Browns effort, but times 20.
Yeah, and through the whole rest of the season.
Well, yeah, but let's start one game at a time. Let's not even talk about the rest of it. They're basically going, this is the game.
No, this is it for sure. Because we're coming off 2 ugly losses. We've been a streaky team all year because we won 3 in a row to start the season. Then we lost 3 in a row. Then we won 5 in a row. Now we've lost 2 in a row. So we got to end that crap. Dude,
that's great. Everything we just said, that you said right there, it sets us up for. It's just a little bump in the road. Like we're faced with adversity. What Super Bowl team that has ever gone into the season and won a Super Bowl hasn't faced adversity somewhere throughout the season? What, the Patriots team that was undefeated? Because that's one of the only ones I've seen that did it.
And then they lost. I love that.
And they lost. And they lost the game. See, that's why I'm trying to say we need to get this killer mentality going right now. We got 4 games left. If we could get into the playoffs, what are we going to even, maybe we wild card? I don't know. What are we going to have to play? 3 or 4 games to win the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we could go on an 8-game winning streak.
No.
Let's start that shit now.
Tonight on national TV, it'd be great because, we laid an egg on national TV last week and, it's like time to get out there. Hey,
Yep.
That's good, Theo. You're a little bit older than me. I'm in my 50s too, and I've never wavered. So you may remember that some of my memories, I always say, kick in during the Woodstock area. I'm just a little too young to have remembered the Super Bowl. I was like wearing diapers back when they won the Super Bowl, but I remember both of the Super Bowl losses of the 80s. And I've told Justin on here many times, like, I used to complain saying, oh man, I almost wish they didn't make the Super Bowl instead of break my heart. And I would eat those boys. I would just die for my Dolphins just to win some playoff games again.
Right. Theo, man, I love hearing that about you, man. That's dedication right there. I got to give it to you. Put
that up there.
I got mad respect for Theo and every fan, just like you, Rob, and Steve Malloy. All you guys who are loyal fans and have been since the beginning, since the inception. I've been a fan since 1985 when Dan Marino knocked off the undefeated Bears that season. That's when I became a Dolphins fan.
Oh, I was at that game, man.
I love me some Marino.
Goosebumps thinking of that game to this day because it's just like that was way back in the day, and it just, man, that game was awesome, man. It was. That Orange Bowl was rocking. There's a few. I mean, there's nothing like some of the Orange Bowl experiences I experienced as a kid during the Marino and Woodstock area and all that. It was great. I miss those days, but we can get that magic back. We just get, we get winning over the next few years.
Right.
Because, Donovan's chiming in from Facebook. Thank you, Donovan.
Thank you, Donovan. We love having you here, man. Thank you.
That's a perfect time to become a fan.
72, man. Look at that. I love having you guys in. I love having you guys in here.
So, hey, that's awesome, man. It's good to get some old time guys. And
please, more. I love that because the old timers, you guys got the best stories. You guys can tell me about the stuff that I didn't get a chance to witness, I didn't get a chance to see, and I wish I would have. All I can do is go back and show a lot of respect for you guys and for the players that played along those times, because it was some of the best football that's been played in the Miami Dolphins history. I got to have respect for and pay homage respect to people who come before me, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. You guys have forged the way for us to be Dolphins fans. And you know what? Out of the bottom of my heart, I got to say thank you. Love all of you guys. So love it, man. But let's get a little bit back to this Buffalo Bills game.
Yeah, hold on. I got to go to I forgot, man. I got to give Donovan the same respect here. I got to find that.
Oh, you got to find the song?
I get a new comment from a new person. Thank you, Donovan. Thank you for commenting in. Make sure if you come in, I know you're on Facebook, but if you come to YouTube, subscribe and like. Give us that thumbs up on Facebook. Thank you so much, Donovan. Anyway, back to your train of thought, Justin.
Oh, no, that's all good. But you guys are watching Dolphins Daily live with Thirsty and Digging. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. And also, if you want awesome content, great Aqua and Orange news, quizzes, all the throwback good stuff, go check out dolphinsthirsty.com. It's awesome stuff over there. Go check it out.
Bobby
Fins Talk. What's up, buddy?
Fins Talk Sports Network. Great Miami Dolphins network there.
Yeah, you got to check that.
That love is so great. Bobby, you're great. You guys are kicking butt over there. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Make sure you guys check out the Fins Talk Sports Network on YouTube, too. Thank you so much. That's an honor, Bobby, you coming in here. Thank you.
Yeah, they do a great job over there at FTSN.
That's my era.
Awesome.
Killer Bees.
Killer Bees.
That's my era where I remember. I was a little, like I say, the no-name defense was a little before my time, but I go and I read about this. I'm a geek. I don't read about other stuff in history, which I'm ashamed of. But when it comes to Miami Dolphins, I read the Larry Zonka books. I read Perfect Season books. I read this and that. So just to bring me back all those great memories. And
yeah, man, I said
the winning edge and all that stuff. I eat that stuff up all the time, man. So
I sent you a picture just the other day, remember? And I was like, oh, check out what I just came across. And I picked up a Manny Fernandez autographed card and a Mike Pouncey. Awesome. As soon as I seen the Manny Fernandez one, I was like, damn, dude, look at this. It's a Manny Fernandez autograph.
I just hope one day that, the current Dolphins give us people stuff to talk about years from now. That's what we keep on hoping, man.
Yeah, let's hope so. We can all keep hoping, man. But
anyway, I'm sorry. I keep on cutting you off, man. I'm just getting excited.
You're all
good,
some of
these
bro.
Old fans come in, older fans, I say, like me that's been here a long time and bring up some of those names. So anyway, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Let's think about this game we got coming up. It's a very important football game for us. I think there's going to be some different strategies that's going to be employed here. Look at it. There he is. My era was that Ricky Williams, Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas with the 2000s logo. Oh, man, I love that era. That was like some of my favorite football right there to watch as being a Dolphins fan, because I was like, we're on the cusp. We got Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, Patrick Surtain, Sam Madison, Ricky Williams. We're going to win a Super Bowl. Just never happened.
I buy in all the time. That's why this year was feeling so good again, because it gave you that real feeling. And in the past,
it's not over yet, bro.
I know it's not. I just put a damper. I admit, because I'm just always waiting for that other shoe to drop, and I was afraid it was dropping. But I'm, like I said, I'm diehard to the core. It doesn't mean I was rooting every 1-in-15 season. When we won that one game against the Ravens, I acted like the freaking Dolphins won the Super Bowl. I went running out my neighborhood saying, "We won!" Because I did not want. I know some fans, I don't mind 0-16. I did not want that 0-16 crap on the resume of the Miami Dolphins, being the only perfect season team and then having the reverse opposite, not winning a game. I didn't want that crap on the Dolphins resume. 1-15 was going to get you the first pick anyway. Everyone always worries about, the first pick, unless it's like Dan Marino, he was the 27th pick. But, unless there's some superstar, the first pick's not always all that anyway. So it's just
man, I'll tell you what, though, those talking heads, Colin Cowherds and Stephen A. Smiths and who else, Mike Florios or whoever else is out there talking bad. I'll tell you what, man, they've had what they've been talking, all this crap they've been talking just recently. They've had those things preloaded up for 10 months. Sitting there waiting to drop this. Tua sucks. Tua this.
Cowherd was waiting and wait for Tua to have a bad game.
Those things were collecting dust on them over there. They were sitting there so long for them to finally use them. Like, don't be one of those dudes, man. Just enjoy what we got going on. When's the last time you can sit back 4 games to go into the season, dude? I'd be talking to you right now from the ice. Like, I'm fishing. I ain't even wasting my time this weekend with the Dolphins. That's what I normally would be doing right now. Now I'm like fully engaged, wanting every game, watching every game, wanting it to be that thing. Like, I wouldn't miss this for the world. Like, in order to win this game versus Buffalo, you guys, it's going to take something from everybody. It's going to take every snap, every inch, every possession. I'm going to need your full undivided attention on what's going on. And you're going to have to go out there and give me, like, I need it all, bro. Like, I'm going to be able to see right away whether or not they're going to be wanting to play. I mean, my strategy to go into the game, honestly, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I know I said I wanted to see Eric Izukama breaking glass broken case of mercy. I don't think it's going to happen.
It probably won't ever be active. I know you've been calling for it, but I just don't see it. They just don't trust them yet, I guess.
I know we don't see it, but that's the whole point, is them doing it. It's because if they do it, it'll be just like when the Niners lost Garoppolo and Brock Purdy came in there. They don't have no plans for it. So I know we keep saying we don't see it, but hopefully Mike McDaniel's rookie ass does see it, because he needs to do something. You can't just sit back and keep doing the same thing you're doing. You're too vanilla. Like, my 11-year-old daughter who's into makeup now could go out there and run defenses on your offense. That's how vanilla you look. I'm being honest, bro.
Yeah, I know.
To start this off, honestly, you're going to have to make some sort of promotions. We're not bringing Elijah Campbell to the game. We're not bringing Eric Rowe to the game.
He's in concussion. When he's in concussion, Elijah Campbell's in a concussion protocol, guys. So that stinks. We're really weak at the safety spot right now. So you're like you said, we're going to have to. I agree, Donovan.
I know it's nice. It's nice. We haven't won like this since like you said, the early 80s and stuff.
Yes, you can actually mention Dolphins in playoffs without just being in the hunt. We still control, even if the past 2 ugly weeks.
We control everything, still in our hands. We've lost 2 games in a row, and they've been ugly. Yeah. No one can sit there and tell me that we got blown out of either one of those games. No, bro. We could have won both of those games.
Yeah, we more beat ourselves than anything in 2 games.
Yeah, the Dolphins beat the Dolphins. The Niners and the Chargers didn't beat the Dolphins. Yeah. We beat ourselves.
Yeah,
I know it.
I know. I know too,
First
so.
of all, like you're gonna have, like me and you talked off air yesterday. We're gonna have to bring Jamal Perry to the game. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking. So you're
yeah,
gonna want to activate him, bring him to the game. Second person, you're gonna want to, you're not gonna have to activate him because he's already on your roster. You're just gonna, or make sure that he's active, ready to go, and it's one of the most important players we need right now. Right now, and you signed him for this reason, Eric Fisher. Eric Fisher needs to be active and playing in this game on Sunday. I don't care if Teron Armstead's playing or not. I want Eric Fisher out there as well. We need somebody to help us run block. If that means, hey, they're trying to play him at left guard and play Teron next to Eric Fisher, fine. I'm all for it. I don't care. I want that dude out on the damn football field right now. We need him. So Eric Fisher is part of my game plan. Obviously, I'd love to have Eric Izukama out there. I know no one sees it, but damn it, that would bring a dimension to the offense that they have to worry about. It would help us. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him out of the backfield. It's just another weapon to have. A guy we picked up recently, I don't think he'll see the field this weekend, was that Deshaun Hamilton. I think they brought him here as an insurance policy for River Craycraft. It's somebody who's very familiar with the middle of the football field. He's a younger guy, but savvy and able to get himself open in legit ways with his route running. The Dolphins are a legit 8-5 football team. When is the last time you can say that? I just said that. They are in a slump, and that happens. Dolphins need to find their way out of it. I agree with Bobby right there. I couldn't have said it no better myself. The way you find your way out of it is by doing things that maybe got you there in the first place, but do we really want to do things that got us there in the first place? Because the NFL's caught on to what we did to get ourselves here.
Right.
Do you agree with that?
You have to adjust. I mean, you can still do that because you will get back to it, but if you have to do other things to open that back up, you got to show that you can run the ball, that Tua can dump off. You know what's funny is before this year, people are saying, oh, Tua never throws down the field. Now Tua throws down the field too much, people are saying, and you got to dump it off. So we need a happy medium of dumping it off the running back, running the actual damn football. Like you say, I mean, if we can just get 4 yards a carry, that'd be what, that's the goal every year. So I was going to say just because it's so hard to get that. But, Miami's been averaging okay when they have run the football this year. They just don't do it enough. And I feel like to keep Buffalo, because I don't want to get the Mike White treatment. I hate going back to that game all the time, but man, the Bills were killing that kid, Mike White. And the only reason I remember Mike White so well is he's a local kid here from Pembroke Pines. He's a New York Jet now, so I'm not giving him any kudos. But, his mother actually taught both of my sons back in the day.
Really?
So,
I like Mike White, dude. I really do like Mike White. I like him as a quarterback prospect. I'm not even going to lie. I got a autographed graded football card of Mike White sitting right up here in my box. It's an autographed helmet, or not a helmet, but a piece of draft cap that's in a card, and I'm keeping that because I know one day it's going to be worth some money. I think Mike White's going to be one of those quarterbacks that no one even was thought about. Like, I even made a thing on my Twitter. I was like, I think he's better than most people that was drafted before him. I'm a Mike White fan. I'm not scared to say it.
I know he's a Jet, but yeah, Mike White. But like I said, it's kind of cool that I'm here in Pembroke Pines, Florida, which is in Broward County. I don't know if you guys all know the area, but that's where and he went to school, and he's a little older than my sons, but he was like, his name, Mike White, was I guess a really good baseball player too, because my kids played baseball. And oh, you should have seen this kid, Mike White, play baseball. But I guess obviously he was smart and chose the football path. He's a
B quarterback, can't stand the rush we put on him. We have to just be disciplined enough to do the job. Yeah, the offensive line has to be disciplined enough to do the job to block for Tua. Like, in this game, I've said it numerous times, man, and I swear I feel like I'm beating a dead freaking horse here. I wish they would listen to me. I said it since the 49ers game. You need to use 12 personnel. You need to use 13 personnel. You need to use 22 and 23 personnel. It doesn't hurt to use an extra offensive lineman. What about a jumbo set? I haven't even seen us basically employ one all season. It's all this spread and trips and these formations that honestly I'm not the biggest fan of in December. You can use them because I'm going to use them on every game, but you don't need to use them the way we're using them. We're using them like that's our whole fucking offense, and I'm tired of it. You need to do things that are different. You got to get things moving in the right direction. You have to go out there and show 4 wide receiver sets, but one of them be a running back, then motion that running back into the backfield and run out of that set. Then you have to show a jumbo set like a 13 personnel, and they think you're going to run it and then pass out of that set. So what I'm basically calling for, and I need to see, is people that are like, oh, well, we're going to pass, and then we run. I need Mike McDaniels to play to his weaknesses here and not to his strengths. Does that make any sense to anybody?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You're going a little George Costanza on me. Do the opposite of what you
Bro,
think.
it's not. I know people think it's some joke, and I'm a joke, but I'm going to be honest with you. If we did what I want us to do, we come out of this game with the win, and everybody wouldn't be laughing no more. They'd be like, oh, wow, maybe he does know something about football. Yeah, I might.
I think you're right, Dave. And I think McDaniel, obviously he knows more than what you and I would know ever. And, he probably forgot more in his career. If
he knows more than we know more ever, damn, you sure ain't showing it. I'll be honest with you, dude. You got to get out there and make adjustments.
Harder on him than I've been hard.
I'm going to be harder on him. He's the coach of the football team. You guys want to bash somebody, bash Mike McDaniel. That's who deserves it, not the damn players. You know what? He's got to get these guys ready to play. It's his job to get them motivated. It's his job to get them ready to start to play the football game from the snap of the football, not from the second quarter on, the third quarter on.
He's been I give you that. He's been stubborn, moving away from what he does best. But it's
a lot of people think he's doing a good job.
Has another good. I don't know. I haven't even read it yet. Let me see here. In my opinion, some forget we have a rookie head coach and QB on his third system.
Oh, I know that.
We need some patience. I trust our coach and our QB. I agree with that.
I'll take the lumps. I'll take his rookie lump, his head coaching rookie lumps. That's fine. But I hope that last two games
he's starting to learn from them.
You should be learning from them right on the fly is what I'm basically getting at. If you're like, bro, we can't throw outside the numbers, well, then run inside. And if you're like, oh, we can't run inside, then throw outside the numbers. Just like he said in his press conference, dude, he said it. If the cornerback is showing inside zone leverage, then you tack outside the numbers. If he's showing he's guarding the outside the numbers, you throw inside. It's football, you guys. It's not rocket science. So he's overthinking it too much, dude. Just like all of us tend to do when it's not really that hard. This is December. This is when you line up dudes and you bust the ball right at their throat. Then you line up there on defense and you stop them. You bring your defense to these games. You bring your running game to these games. The Dolphins are like the 5th worst running football team in this league by average. And that's not by coincidence. It's by design. It's like you got to have more like consistency, dude. Remember at the beginning of this season, we were like, we want to be consistent. We want to be balanced. Hank, he wants to be balanced. He doesn't want to just run the football to run the football. I get it. But sometimes you just have to do it. And you have to bite the bullet and make the defenses become honest.
No, I know, especially tomorrow night with weather conditions and everything.
Oh, it's going to be crucial.
Yeah, I agree. Tomorrow we're going to have to run the football, and you're going to have to be stubborn. And if it's like you do a couple, if you do a couple runs and they get stuffed, you got to just stick with it. You got to.
Yeah. Do you remember our guest? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we had our guest on here, Gino, on Wednesday, and how he was talking about the game. I agreed with what his game plan from the very beginning to the very end, how he said it has to be a time of possession game. We can't allow them to keep their offense out on the field because if we do, we're going to lose the game. We want to keep our offense out on the football field and their defense.
Away from Josh Allen, yes.
Yeah. Remember I was telling you at the beginning of the week, I was like, I want to get all of our offensive linemen to the second level. I had on Edmonds. I had on Milano. If you do my plan, we work them, dude. We make them so tired by the end of the fourth quarter. Those 5 and 6 yard gains are becoming 10 and 20 yard gains.
Right. So just stick at it. Even if it's ugly in the beginning is what you're saying.
Absolutely. I don't know why we go away from it. Like we'll pass around and then we'll start to have some success with the run, right? Like we did last week. Right. And all of a sudden it'll just go away.
Right. So maybe you guys have, because I was trying to learn how to do, we're still new here. So I'm trying to learn how to do things back screen here. So I'm didn't catch this morning's updates. Any updates on Jeff Wilson? I heard he was still day to day, and I was like,
No, I had an update. I got an update. I heard he's gonna play, man.
Okay, good.
That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, that's what I had heard that they were leaning, but I hadn't seen anything today. I heard
he's leaning toward playing, and then everybody else who was on that injury list, they're besides Elijah Campbell and Eric Rowe, that they're questionable.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Rowe's more or less been ruled out by McDaniel. So, and Campbell's on the concussion thing. So, yeah, we're going to be hurting in the defensive backfield. But there's no excuses because the Bills came down in Miami without, and we didn't let them have the excuse like, oh, you don't have all your guys, So we just have to, at this time of year, teams are playing without. Are you okay, my friend?
Yeah, I'm all right, bro. I'm just have like indigestion from coffee.
I always thought the Dolphins giving you the indigestion,
No. Like, it's crazy, man. But when I think about this, thank you, Steve. Yes, please hit that like button, subscribe. We love all of you guys here. We want you guys on the show. We want to hear what you think about the Dolphins, our beloved Dolphins. But the more I think about this, man, it's crazy. Like, do you know what I'm going to be really paying attention to about like maybe an hour to go into game time? Is that active inactive list. That active inactive list is going to tell me everything I need to know about this game plan. Like if you going into this game and like
Easy, just telling you right now, I'm going to give you the soft cushion. Your boy Easy is going to be on the inactive list.
That's fine. That's not a big blow.
All right, I'm just teasing you.
What would be a cool thing to see is if they bring all 4 running backs to the game. I'm serious, bro. Bring all 4 running backs to the game.
Well, I know Gaskins has been playing because he was practicing a lot. They said because Wilson had missed some practice time this week. So,
well, the reason why, come on, you know why I want to bring them all, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because
I want to use them all.
Yep, I know. Would you think we're see Ingold more in formations this week?
Yes. If you want to win the game, you're gonna use Ingold and you're gonna use them a lot. You're gonna use them 70% of the time if you want to win.
You're gonna use them as a blocker and a receiver, hopefully, and maybe both. And maybe as a runner here and there on short yardage.
Yeah, all of it. Oh, and I'm glad you brought that up, man. Thank you for bringing that up. Short yardage situations have been, they've been really killing me lately. And the reason why is because when you're in a short yardage situation, you need inches, you need a yard, or you need 2 yards. Whatever it may be, stop running it in between the tackles, bro. Stop quarterback sneaking it. Don't do any of that no more. Do something different. Attack the edges. That's what I want to do on 4th downs and 4th and 3rd and shorts. I want to do a fake dive, toss sweep. I want to do a jet sweep with a tight end or a receiver or a running back. I do not want to go right up the middle on shorts. I don't want to do that. I'm not sure if you guys saw Allen's stats in weather games like we'll see tomorrow, but they aren't very good. No, they're not. And that's a guy who actually is really comfortable playing in cold weather games. He's from Wyoming. He can do it. But just like anybody, we're all human. I've played football in the snow. Is it easy? No. But sometimes life isn't easy. That first game I'll give you an example. That first game we beat Buffalo in, there's no way in hell if you played that game 10 times the same way that we win, you might win one of them out of the 10 you played. I'm just going to be honest, because they ran 90 freaking plays on our defense. So your defense was out there for 60% of the game. How the hell did we win that game? Like, you had Brandon Jones playing his butt off. We won't have him now. Do you see? So the dynamics are going to change. I want to keep this game on the offense. This is the offense's chance to do what they need to do. This is our chance to shine. This is our opportunity. So as everybody's looking at this in the media, is like, oh, man, they ain't even going to score a point up there. They better break out their parkas and their heaters up there. Yeah, keep talking, bro, because these guys all have pride and want to prove to you that you're wrong. And I hope they do. My chalkboard material,
I'm hoping so too.
In big letters on my chalkboard, I would have written down, you against the world. No one believes you. No one believes you.
Hey, they looked like they were a confident bunch, because I know McDaniel, he's taking some heat, no pun intended, taking some heat for wearing that shirt, saying, I wish it was colder. People are saying, oh, that's like a disrespect. And he says,
I like it.
But you like the little level
of confidence? I like it because it's a level of confidence showing swagger that they're still confident. And no matter what happens, we're still going to come out there and we're going to give you our 150% best effort. We don't care. Let it snow. Bring on the snow. We wish it was colder. Why? Because I'm telling you now, dude, I think the Dolphins are going to come out right here and turn it on the way I want to. And that's with that mentality of like, we're going to be here all day and we like this kind of party.
Yep. I know. So that's yeah. I was just wondering because I know they were talking a lot about that in local media, national media, like,
I
oh,
like it.
he shouldn't be wearing that shirt. I'm like, come on, man, it's just a t-shirt. And I guess he did just a little swag and
I like that too. I
yeah,
like that too. The reason why I like it is because he's trying to get his team loosened
confident.
up and like
I know,
confident,
loosen.
ready to play like the way, and then maybe they'll turn it on like and stop being like all like and like dancing around and start doing this.
Yeah, I know, yeah,
I want to see
exactly.
Mike Singletary eyes back there, bro, from your quarterbacks, from your running backs, from your linemen, from your receivers, from everybody who plays on defense. I want to see Mike Singletary eyes. I want blood in those things. I want you just to go out there and just murk fools. There's
Yeah,
there's no more time to fuck around. There's no more time to dance around and get all cute. It's time to play football.
So you let the coach do the dancing and the players play football.
That's right.
That's what
Absolutely, dude. And I get my guys so fired up for this game. My motivational speech right here, dude. We'd be running through the damn brick wall to go out onto that field.
Yeah, no, I hope so because everyone was saying the Dolphins were going to beat the Chargers, so they kind of had that, almost like it was almost like reverse of this week, and now everyone's saying we're going to lose. So last week everyone was saying we're going to win, and then all the national pundits were saying, oh, they're going to beat the Chargers. Chargers are this and that.
They say you suck. They say you come from sunshine and can't play in cold. They don't think you can. The whole world don't think you can.
Yeah,
go out there and put it in their ass.
Well, I hope so. Oh, see, you froze, man. Oh, no, there you go. I thought you were frozen for a second.
I'm just trying to get fired up, trying to get you guys all fired up.
I see if they get fired up. But like you said, I think they will be. I think they're going to be ready to play. They hear all the pundits saying they're done, and it's just the same old Dolphins, and I think this is not the same old Dolphins. I think they will show they're going to have a good game tomorrow night. Now, I don't know. Win and lose, they're going to play well. I don't think they're not a team that's going to get embarrassed, I don't think. Because they're playing with pride and whatever. So,
bro,
whatever.
I need to see unaltered. I need to see just so much violence going on, dude, that it's not even able to be contained. I need you to go out there and play every snap to the last second. I need your best effort put forward right here. I need I need your fastest play. I need your best, crispest reads. I need you just to go out there and execute to the absolute 100% crispness. You just got to go, dude. It's like my buddy Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons. Shout out to them and their network. It's go time. They got Go Time Dolphins. Go check their out. They got a really cool show. But it's go time, bro. It's literally bring it time. There is no tomorrow. That's how I would tell my football team. There is no tomorrow. That would be my chalkboard shit from here on out. There's no tomorrow. There's only today. No tomorrow.
And for all you new people here, here's our cheesy line we also give you. Welcome to a room. So welcome to Dolphins Daily. So thank you guys. You guys are best. We always love new people and some new comments today. That's awesome. We love it. It's great getting new people in here. Like I said, we're new, so it's great every time we get someone new in here. It's
hell yeah.
It's fantastic, as I like to say. So
yeah,
thank
awesome.
you guys. So moving forward, as far as like the weather, like you said, that's not the deal. So we already got that thrown out. So it just comes. Are you more scared of their defense against our offense, or vice versa? Their offense against our defense. Like
I'm more worried about.
Kind of went over yesterday a little bit, but we got some new people in here. So, what's one of you?
I'm more worried about their offense versus our defense. I think that the best way to do this is the time of possession. The way you control the football, you control the game. You keep Josh Allen on Diggs cold over there on the bench. By the time they even get out to run plays, they're going to be like, "Damn, we're out of sync." And the Dolphins are hot and ready to go. And you just got to keep your offense running on all cylinders, and it all starts up front with your offensive line. Keep those guys' mentalities in the game of going out there and just hitting something and killing it. Hit what's in front of you. Just hit what's in front of you. Then hit what's to the side of you, too. I would have my offensive line just taking their helmets and smashing it on their heads ready to play this football game. I'm not even playing. I'd have my line ready to come out there and, like, eat your heart out. When I tell you I want to get guys to the second level of the defense on every single damn play, that's exactly what I mean. And then once you start getting those guys to the second level on the defense, do you know what that does? That opens up everything else, bro. And underneath and outside the numbers all start to become open. Everything else, because now you're getting them to be like, damn, they're going to run the football at us today. So everything outside the
Right,
numbers
yeah, because
opens
then the
up
linebackers start creeping up. Then Tua's favorite middle of the field starts becoming
wide
open.
open. Yep, because
Yeah.
then everybody's crashing and slanting in, trying to stop that run. I mean, we need a huge game from our D-line, control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. How about having a good game for your D-line where your D-line sits on the bench and your offense handles all the work, because that's what I need. I don't want their offense out on the field, Theo.
Well,
I really
when
don't.
they are, though, he makes a good point.
When they are, we need to have a big game. Absolutely. But the way to win this game is not having them out on the field.
Because I know you're worried about their offense because they got weapons and –
this is the time to employ strategies like this and absolutely execute them.
Yeah, because
this is December football.
Has not been the Dolphins' thing this year. We've lost.
No, our defense has basically played a whole full game, another game besides what we've actually played, because our offense has hung them out to dry.
Yeah,
everyone wants to talk shit. I know
the time of possession that Evan on the Fins Talk Sports that were brought up. He said that he's like a numbers cruncher. He crunches numbers all the time. And he said that the Dolphins have played the equivalent of a whole more 60 minutes.
They have.
Of football than the offense has. So
it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And the only way to counteract that.
No, you're 100% right, though. The defensive line needs to. Justin's just all like, he wants that control the ball. But, yeah, when the defensive line's out there, they definitely got to rattle Josh Allen a little bit. I know he's not easy to rattle, but he can have off games if you start knocking him around some, and that's what.
Theo, I don't know if you were here yesterday, but I broke down a matchup by matchup, position by position, and when I got to that side of the football for the Bills and the Dolphins are on defense, pay attention to the right side of the offensive line, because Spencer Brown and Jalen Phillips is a mismatch from hell. Jalen will dominate him. He could. And then Sealer on their other, they actually have a backup coming in there. His name's Van Roden. And I think Zach Sealer's just going to eat his lunch. So on the right-hand side there, when we do get on that side of the football, look for the right-hand side to just destroy that side of the line, and that's where we could win if we need to win that way.
Having another big game.
Yeah, I do, because he's got another favorable matchup with another guy that's over there. I think the kid's name was I forgot, Jones or Ryan something. I forgot his name, but he's not as good as Wilkins.
Down yesterday, you had him in front, so don't worry, man. But
I like that.
Yeah, no, I know. Wilkins to me has been like, he's very close. I mean, I know Tyreek Hill, of course, and Tua is going to get all the love, but man, Wilkins is very close to a damn MVP on the Dolphins this year.
Right?
So he definitely has to be in the conversation for Dolphins, and definitely defensive player. I mean, he's just everything you want in a football player. Everything.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Off the field, he's just great. He's great, man, and we got to get that man. I say it every day on the office. So almost every day I have to say it. I'm on the Kristen Wilkins bandwagon. Sign that man to our contract.
Please, absolutely.
He's everything you want. He's motivated. He runs out there and the offense scores a touchdown and celebrates with the players. He's just, I know that's why people say, that doesn't mean. Yes, it does. It just shows that he's dedicated. He wants to win, and he knows them scoring helps him his job on defense. So it's great.
Yeah, I'll give you some snippet here we haven't talked about that needs to be discussed, and I know they're talking about it internally. And Phillips and Chubb need to be strong and not let Allen get outside.
Yes.
Yep, 100%. They want to keep that mouse in the house and don't let him escape the pocket, because when he gets outside of the pocket, that's where
he's a threat, man. And he acts like a running back, man. He doesn't take those slides. He goes diving up in the air. I mean,
he invites contact. He wants contact.
Yeah. Eventually he's going to get hurt, and I've always a million of time I never watched injury, but that style eventually gets you nailed, because I remember all these. Look at Cam Newton. He's already out of the league because he just had that style. And Michael Vick, all these guys. And I know Cam Newton was a big guy. Is why I compared him to Josh Allen, because there's big buddy, but you still eventually, man, when you go diving into guys like that and trucking them, it's eventually, you're going to pay the piper. So it's just, hopefully that doesn't happen, because I don't want him being hurt. But it's just, he is definitely. Oh, I think Justin's frozen, and that look on his face. Oh, there you go. You were so concentrated. You were frozen, man. So no, but I mean, Josh Allen.
Yeah, you got a little wonky right there.
Yeah, you did, but it's all fine. We're all wonky fans, so it's all good. But yeah, Josh Allen is definitely a threat. I mean, he is like, when he's running, he's just like a back running in the open field. I mean, he's not looking for the sideline most of the time. He's looking to knock you off your feet and make you look like a fool on TV. So
yeah, that guy, honestly, when I scouted him, he could have played linebacker in this league. That's a lot of the words on the street was that this kid literally could suit up and play linebacker for you because he's that tough, hard-nosed, and he's just a football player. That style of play is very, very significant to injury. We've seen it, but that's for anybody that even plays linebacker. But the snidbit part that I was going to give you guys is I think the special teams is huge right here. You're going to have to be on your P's and Q's. You're going to have to play good, tight coverage on punt return and kick return coverage. And that's why they picked up Naimi Hines. They picked up Naimi Hines because he's a good punt returner, a good kick returner. Dolphins, maybe you should have done the same thing, and we could have used some help at punt returner.
yeah.
That does help flip the field for the Buffalo Bills.
No, we've been special teams has not been a strength for the Dolphins this year for sure.
No, it has not.
Sanders at least is starting to hit his field goals, so that's, I don't want to jinx him going into a cold weather game, but he's been better. But yeah, the punt coverage is, even though that first punt we did of the game, the Chargers game, that was like the best punt coverage we've had all year. After we were 3 and out in the first drive and we did that punt and perfect timing, they hit him on the return. But we've allowed too many punt returns, and we've allowed kickoff returns a couple of times, not for touchdowns, but big, one against the Ravens for a touchdown, but other too big of returns when Sanders doesn't kick it out of the end zone. And like you said, our punt return is like, we're just happy our guys catch the ball, basically. That's what we're looking at because we just don't have any of that, So I agree with you, like some special teams, because in tight games like this, especially weather games, special teams can be the difference between the W and the L.
Yep. The guy that you're talking about there on that particular punt coverage play is not going to be with us this weekend either. The guy who made that play was Elijah Campbell.
Oh, was that Elijah Campbell? Yeah, okay. And he's in concussion protocol like we touched on earlier. But, yeah, that was a great play. But, yeah, we'll see, man. We got guys banged up. But, that's how it is. At this time of year, all the teams are going to be banged up. No excuses. Just go into prime time tomorrow night.
Yep. If you're gonna go out there and try to have this game plan of like, I want to sling it around and beat their DBs, you better make it count. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say to you, dude, is if you throw it at all, it better be completed.
Yeah. No, I know. Because
I'm serious.
England went into, I know you did. I mean, you brought up the game like New England went into Buffalo last year. I mean, they got killed in the playoffs, but in the regular season, New England went into Buffalo and just, I think they threw the ball like 2 times, 3 times, twice the whole game, and they beat Buffalo. So there are ways to win. You just got to stay at it.
Maybe the Dolphins should go look at that tape and employ the same tactics.
Yeah, I know what you meant, Theo. We got to hit Justin when he does run out, make him think about it. So that, and I lost my co-host there. This happens every day. We always lose him right there at the end. It's just between his internet and my internet, one of us always drops out. But yes, Theo, you're right, man. If he does run up, there he is again.
Once, at least every show.
I know it's always towards the end. We're about to wrap up here, and I lose you. It's great, but that's that's good. That's just part of our MO. We have to operate some way, So anyway, it's almost time for your closing thoughts. So I know you think the Dolphins can and will win tomorrow. You've been confident all week in that. You think that Miami's going to regroup. They're going to have the us against the world mentality, and they're going to go in there. Yeah, I know. Steve says he thought you were in a trance. So, hey, it happens, man. That's the joys of Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, dude. Great old technology.
So I know I just stole your thunder because I know I told the whole world basically you think the Dolphins will win. But is anything else that you're looking forward in tomorrow's night game that we maybe haven't touched on yet? I think we've about hammered it all. So.
I think we've pretty much covered it all, but there might be a couple little snidbits out there. Keep your eyes open for, like I said, that active, inactive list. I want to see Channing Tindall get some more snaps. I'd like to see him play a little bit more. I think we brought him here to help bring down Josh Allen. So if you see him out on the football field, I hope that's why he's there, is to
spy on whatever, use lack of better football terminology, but basically to be like the guy that follows Josh Allen around to make sure he
Let's
doesn't
hope
get
so.
out of the pocket and do that damage.
If he's ready to go, then I say let's use him. Just the same thing like break glass in case of emergency with Eazy-E.
Well,
if he's ready, let's use him.
Tomorrow's not an emergency. There's no emergency. So tomorrow's definitely an emergency. Coming off 2-week losses, because we're going into the 3-game road stretch. We were saying, oh, Miami should at least come out 1-3, but here we are down to the third one, and we haven't won one yet. So it's just like, it's tough, and this is probably the toughest of the 3, but that's when good teams. I hope you're right, Theo. I'm more like you, Justin's a little Justin's diehard, watches every game, even during the 1-15 season, but he's been hard on the coach this year because, he's seen him make his rookie. But I think, he will have them ready to play tomorrow too. We will see. All your fans are calling you, Justin. Don't worry. It's all good. They're all calling you for your endorsement deals.
Right. You guys are going to have to wait.
I agree with you, Theo. I think he will finally change up. I think the past 2 weeks he stayed stubborn because I think after the 49er game, he was just like, oh, it's more or less because 2 of us off, so the game plan still works. But the Chargers actually took the middle of the field away, and so now I think you're right. Now it's time to show him he can play chess too, and now it's his time to make the next move. And I think the coach will be ready. Justin, come on, give me a little of that. You think the coach will be ready?
He better be ready, man. I'll be honest with you. If he wants to be ready, he needs to go right to his offensive line and right to his offensive line coach and be like, have these guys ready to go. That's honestly what you need to do. This is December, bro. It's December. I know everybody wants to throw and chuck it around everywhere because we got Hill and Waddle, but you do have other pieces of your offense that you can use, and they're at your disposal. You just have to use them.
So on a lighter note, what jersey are you wearing today? Is that a dark merino jersey? What did I can only see?
A blackout merino, yeah, all black.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, everything on it's black besides the numbers and the outline.
Yeah, it's awesome. So if someone wants that, how do they get that?
Go ahead and hit me up right there. There's the contact right there. DM me on Twitter, JPF Scout. I'll handle all the payment information, all of your info like size, color, player you want. Can get women's, kids. Doesn't matter. Maybe you don't want something that's NFL. Maybe you're onto basketball. I can get you basketball, hockey. Doesn't really matter. Whatever you want, we'll hook it up. Just hit me up.
And thank you again, Theo.
Thanks, Theo.
Make sure, Theo, if you haven't done so already, hit that like and subscribe. We love having new guys in here. We're new. We know there's a lot of Dolphin shows you can watch. There's endless. We're just a little minnow in the big sea, but we just love our Dolphins. We're going to try to be more interactive. Once we start getting more things, Justin's agreed that he's going to help do a giveaway when we get to 100 subscribers. So just tell your friends if they're Dolphin fans, give us a like. We're just 2 guys that talk Dolphins.
That's right.
We're going to try to find different approaches, and it'd be a little bit different because, like I said, we're just a minnow in a sea of dolphins and sharks swimming around, and we're new here. But, for you to give us your time today, guys, thank you. Thumbs up. We love all you guys for being in here. It's super. And I can't say any more other than go Dolphins. And any closing thoughts?
His internet went crazy,
have a comment before we're out of here, let us know. And anything you guys would like to see on the show, Justin's connected. He gets a lot of guests. I mean, he does a show every Saturday at 2 p.m. with a former NFL player, Reginald Brown, that used to play for the Oilers back. Now he is in a trance, Steve. Now he really is. And here I am plugging his show, and he went on a trance on me. Thank you, Steve. Yes, thank you so much, Steve, for sending that friendly reminder. All right, Justin, you're frozen, so I'm going to close out the show, guys. Thank you. I'm going to close out with a famous play from the past Dolphins. And I will, on behalf of Justin, I say goodbye. And again, every so often, if you can, I'm the editor, the proofreader, the everything you can say, like in those old TV shows where the guy's like the cop, the judge, and then he's the dentist and the barber. That's how I am on Dolphin Thirsty. I do all the editing, proofreading, so you'll probably see some mistakes, but I just write for passion. I don't have any ads or anything like that on there. Just fun stuff, anything you want. Like I got trivia questions on there, all kinds of fun stuff. But anyway, guys, like I say, have a great day. And here I'm going to close out with a little famous play in Miami Dolphins history. Goodbye. Thank you. Hit like and subscribe. Go Dolphins, and as Steve Malloy would say, Dolphins #1.